Welcome back everyone. So in today's video I will be walking you through the most popular websites where you can get real world data for your data project. So let's get to it. If you are diving into data engineering, data science or analytics, you know how essential it is to practice with real-world datasets. So whether you are building machine learning models, exploring data trends or creating dashboards, you definitely do need data. And so in this video, I will be walking you through some of the most popular free websites where you can get real-world data. I encourage you to stick around because towards the end of this video, I will also be showing you two of the easiest websites that you can use to generate data quick and fast. I will also be showing you how to use this data in your data science project. Okay, so let's get to it. The first one on the list is Kaggle, and Kaggle is a favorite among data enthusiasts, and it offers a wide range of datasets on various topics like sports, healthcare, finance, and more. You can also participate in competitions, explore notebooks, and connect with the Kaggle community. And so to access Kaggle, all you have to do is go to your browser and type Kaggle.com and you will be brought right here. And from here, to access the datasets, all you have to do is go to the dataset sections of the website, and you will be brought now to the section where you can browse and download your datasets. So from here, you can search for dataset if there is a specific dataset that you're looking for, or if you just want to browse around, you can go to all datasets, or you can even see the trending datasets as of today. You can go to all datasets and you will now see a list of datasets that you can download for free and use it. Okay, so in this case, I will just download a random file from here, and let's see if we can download a random one here. I'm just going to pick this one for Walmart. I will click into Walmart, and from here you can read about this data set. So it gives you more information about the data and also gives you some of the columns that are listed. So you can see customer ID, product name, category, and just more information about this dataset. So if you want to download this file now, or this dataset, all you have to do is, you can see right here it says walmart.csv, and there's a download button right here. So all you have to do is just hit this download, and actually in order to download the dataset, I think you need to sign in. So just go ahead and sign in, and you can sign in with your email, and then from here you should be able to download this file. So just once you sign in, just hit here where it says download, and this file will be downloaded. Okay, so you can see now this file is available in our downloads, and you can even open this file if you want with Excel, and you should be able to visualize the data in your Excel. And from there you can go ahead and create your dashboards if you want to use Excel, or just use any data science tool to explore this data. Okay, so that is Kaggle for you. And again, there's a lot in Kaggle that you can use. We mentioned you can create notebooks. So if you go to the code section here, you can create notebooks and play with the data within Kaggle environment itself. Okay, so it's a very good website that you can use to explore and download your data. Okay. The next one on the list is FiveThirtyEight, and FiveThirtyEight is known for its data-driven journalism, and they also provide datasets behind their articles. So if you're interested in politics, sports, or pop culture analytics, this is an excellent source for you. So in order to access FiveThirtyEight data, all you have to do is go to your browser and type Data.538.com, and you'll be brought into this section of the website where now you can download your data. So as you can see, there are a number of articles as well as the associated datasets. So the first one we see on the list here is polls, and this is the latest polls. And if you want to download the data here now, you can just go ahead and hit this download button on the right here, and this is going to download all the data for you. So you can see this is going to download a zip folder for you, and if you go to that zip and just extract it right here, you can actually see all of the data sets that were used in that article. Okay, so you can go into one of these files here and just explore it. Okay, and it's going to open it for you, and from here you can go ahead and use this data. Okay, so this is FiveThirtyEight, and it's also one place where you can get your real world data. Okay, we move on, and the next one on the list is Data.gov, and Data.gov is a US government open data platform, and it provides access to thousands of datasets across sectors like healthcare, education, climate, and public safety. It's ideal for policy research or large-scale data analytics. Okay, so to access data in Data.gov, all you have to do is go to Data.gov and go to the data section here in the website, and from here you can start browsing the data. And as you can see here, we have a number of data sets that you can use, and you can browse and see which one you are interested in. Okay, so I'm just going to go here and just download a random file here. Let's pick this one for electric vehicle population data, and in order to access the data from this one, just go and download whichever format you like. So you have CSV, RDF, JSON, and XML. I'm going to download CSV. Just hit CSV right there, and this one is going to download the data for you. Okay, so some of these data sets are actually pretty huge, and it might take a while to download depending on the size of the data, but once it's downloaded, you can go ahead and access that data. Okay, so just go ahead and open it with your Excel, and you can proceed and use this data. Alright, so that is Data.gov for you, and you can use it as well to download your data. Okay, so if you're interested in government data, again, just go here and browse this website and download your data as needed. Okay, the next one on the list is Google Dataset Search, and you can think of this as Google for datasets. You can search across multiple data repositories and find datasets on almost any topic imaginable. Okay, so all you have to do again is just go to your browser and type datasetsearch.research.google.com, and you will now see here, and basically from here you can type anything and access data from any repositories that you like. Okay, so in this case, I'm just going to type here soccer here. Okay, and what this does basically is it will direct you to various websites where you can download data. So for example, in this case, you can see we see Kaggle football events, you can see soccer dataset, and this one is provided by universe.roboflow.com, and a number of other websites where you can download soccer related data. Okay, so you can directly go to Kaggle and just download the data from there, or if you want to, for example, use this one for soccer dataset, you can click into this and just go into the website right there. One thing that you will notice on this one is you might need to log into the website that you will be redirected into. So that's just one thing that you need to keep in mind. And in this case, you can go to this website, and you can see it needs me to log in. You can go ahead and log in and just go ahead and download the data. Okay, so with this one, it depends whether the website that you are redirected into is free or not. So you just have to check which website it is that you are redirected into. But again, Google Dataset Search is one place where you can search for free data and use the data that you can download from there. Okay, we move on, and the next one on the list is NASA Data Portal. So this website provides you with data for those who are interested in space and science enthusiasts. And so NASA's Data Portal offers you fascinating datasets on earth science, space missions, and climate. And all you have to do to access the data from NASA Data Portal is go to Data.nasa.gov and just scroll down right here, and you can search for any dataset if you have one right here, or if you just want to explore the data, you can go to the data catalog, just click into this and explore the data right here. Okay, so you can go to few datasets here, and from here you can see some of the data that you can actually download. And let's just pick one of this random one here. You can see Blue Origin Demo Orbit. Just click this, and this should be able to bring you to actions. If you see actions here, you can actually query the data directly from here, or you can export this data. So if you click export, then you can go ahead then and download the CSV file. You can choose the format also if you just want to download a specific format. So in this case, let's actually choose CSV for Excel and go ahead and download this. Okay, so this is basically going to download this data for you, and you can go ahead and open this data right here. Okay, so you can see we only have 2 rows for this, but again, you can download any data there. We just chose one that had only 2 rows, but you can access data with more rows in the website. Okay, So this is NASA data portal, and it is one place where you can also download real world datasets. Okay, the next one on the list is UNData, and UNData is United Nations data portal, and it contains global datasets covering areas like demographics, health, trade, and development. And this one is great for international and societal trend analysis. Okay, so all you have to do is just go to data.un.org, and from here you will see all the data that you can download from this website. Okay, so you can search for specific data here, or you can just browse here for population statistics, which it goes by each country or regional profiles. Okay, so if you have a specific country that you want to download data for, you can go here and download it, or you can just go to this left section here and browse for data sets that you can download. So let's just pick one here. You can see for education, you can just go ahead and download the CSV file for this, and it's going to download it for you, and you can go ahead and use the data right there. Okay, so this is UNData for you, and again, you can use this website to download real world data for your data science projects. Okay, the next website that we have here for you is Datahub.io, and this platform hosts datasets on finance, economics, public datasets, among other topics. It's simple to use and integrates very well with Python for seamless data integration. So all you have to do is go to Datahub.io in your browser, and right here, in order to access the data, you need to go to collections and just browse the topics here that you are interested to get the data for. Okay, so in this case, let's check the one here that we have. Maybe let's check coronavirus, and if you click there, you can actually scroll down here and read the article about this dataset. And in order to download this, you can see the primary dataset. The link is provided here for you. You can open this on a new tab, and right here you can also get more information about this data. You scroll down, it gives you the data files that were used in this article, and if you scroll further down, you will be able to see actually the CSV file, and this is how it looks like. Okay, so you can see the data. You have the date, country, confirmed, recovered. So that's how the data looks like, and you can actually go ahead and download this file. So if you hit just the CSV or JSON, it's going to download the file for you. Okay, so datahub.io is one of the other websites that you can actually use to download free data. Some of the data sets that you want to access here, depending on the topic, they might require you to log in or not, but for the most part, it's pretty much free. Okay, so this is one popular website where you can also get your data for your data science projects. Okay, the next one that we have on the list is New York taxi trip data. This one is a must-have resource for transportation analytics, and this dataset also contains detailed trip records of New York taxis. You can use this to explore urban mobility patterns or test machine learning models. So all you have to do is you can go to your browser and actually type New York or NYC trip data, and you will see this NewYork.gov TLC trip record data. You click that, and it brings you to this website, and all you have to do is go to data or reports, or go to data section here, and from here you can just follow these links. For example, if you want to get the raw data, you can go there, or you can even go to the trip data record here on this other one. So TLC trip record data, you follow this. Actually, it brings you to this section here. Okay, so you can see 2024, 2023, all of the years that we have the data for, and you can just expand one of these years. For example, for 2024, if you expand this, you can go ahead and just click here. So you can actually see that we have different formats here for the data, and most of these are paquet formats. I don't know if we have CSV for this. Okay, so we have the paquet data for this, which is the compressed format, because I think some of these records are pretty large. Okay, so if you just click there, it's going to download the paquet format for you, and you can go ahead and use that file. Okay, so this is a paquet file here that you can use for your data sets. All right, so New York trip data is actually a very popular one, and if you have been playing with data, you might have come across this, and this is a website where you can actually use to download the data. If you go down here, you can actually get a CSV lookup. So looks like we have here a SON lookup. If you click there, it's going to actually redirect you and bring you to the data. Actually, it's going to download it for you. Okay, so this is a lookup file that you can use. Okay, so that's how to download the data for the New York taxi trip data. All right, and this is a website as well. Okay, the next website I have for you here is Generate Data. And if you need synthetic data for testing or development, Generate Data lets you create custom datasets in formats like CSV, SQL, or JSON. And this one is perfect for sandboxing your projects. Okay, so GenerateData.com, you can actually use it to generate kind of a fake data. Okay, so this is custom data that you can use to quickly generate. Okay, so to do that, just go to generate.com and you can go right here to the quick start, and if you need any of these columns in your datasets, you can go ahead and select them. So in this case, I'm just going to, let's say we want to generate a dataset that has name, phone number, email, street address, postal zip code, basically all of this, right? I'm just going to go with all of this. And from here, all you have to do is just select the format. So you can choose SQL, XML. In this case, I'm going to go with CSV, and just go to generate here. Okay, so just click generate, and this one is going to bring you to right here where you have the columns. Okay, so you have the data type here, the names. You can, so then the names here, so you have names for phone, email, street address, all of this. Okay, and you can see the sample right down here. And then in order to generate, all you have to do is just go ahead and hit generate right here, and you can generate the number of rows. So I think by default it gives you 100, but you can increase this. Okay, I think you can generate up to 100, and just go ahead and hit generate, and this one is going to generate the data for you. And now you can go ahead and download this, and you should be able to go ahead and use that file right here. Okay, so this is how that file that we just quickly generated looks like. Okay, so this is one of the websites that I mentioned earlier in the intro of this video, where you can quickly and easily download data from. Okay, so if you just want a very quick sample data that you can play with, this is a place where you can do that. Okay, and you can also customize any data set. So if you want to create a new data set, you need to log in, and just log in with your account, and from there you can actually specify the number or the columns that you want to generate in your data, and then it's going to generate the data for you, and then you can go ahead and use that data. Okay, so Generate Data is actually one of the websites that I discovered early enough, and it's been very useful if you just want quickly to have data that you can play around with. And this is no police data. You can just quickly generate. It gives you fake data that you can play with. Okay, so this is also a very powerful website if you want to quickly generate data. Okay, the last website that we have here for you where you can download data from is ChatGPT, and ChatGPT has been very popular within the last year, and it's an AI tool that was created by OpenAI, and you can use it for almost anything. And one of those things that you can use for is download your data. All right, so in ChatGPT, in order to create a downloadable data, all you have to do is just tell ChatGPT what to do. And in this case, I'm going to tell ChatGPT, create for me downloadable CSV file for sales data with 100 rows. Okay, so I'm not telling the columns, I'm just telling it to download for me, to create for me a downloadable CSV file, and it's just going to compile this, it's going to analyze, and it's going to create for you just a basic sample file. You can also tell it, if you want the list of columns, you can tell it, I want you to create for me a CSV file or an Excel file or a JSON file with these columns. And in this case, I didn't specify it, but it's going to generate the data for you. So you can see here, the sales data has been generated and saved as CSV. So in order to download it, you can just go ahead and click here, and it's going to download it for you. And then you can go ahead and open it and see how the file looks like. So you can see here, you have order ID, customer ID, product ID, quantity. We didn't tell ChatGPT what columns to include. It just included it and put some random values in it. Okay, so this is also some fake data, and you can quickly see how fast it was to generate that data. Okay, so if you're struggling to download data or where you can find data, you can just leverage ChatGPT. Okay, so those are the top 10 websites that we can use to download free real world data for our data projects. Okay, now that we have our data downloaded, the next thing that I want to show you is how you can use this data in your data science projects. And in this case, I'm going to use Jupyter Notebook that I'm going to launch using Anaconda Navigator. If you don't have Anaconda Navigator and you want to know the steps of downloading and installing it, I previously made a video where I went through the steps. I will put the link for that video in the description so that you can go watch it if you're interested. Okay, so here in Anaconda Navigator, all I need to do is go to Jupyter Notebook, and I'm going to launch it right here. And this one is going to launch me a browser-based notebook where we can do our data science project. Okay, so because we have a lot of folders here, I just want to go to the location where our data is located, and in this case it is inside downloads. So I'm just going to click right there, and all I have to do right here is click new, and we want to create a IPython kernel right here. Okay, so you can save it here, and I'm just going to say here load CSV file like so. And all you have to do here is just import. I'm just going to import pandas. So import pandas in order to interact with our data as PD. And then what we want to do, because our data is located here, we just want to read one of the random files here. And let me see if we actually can use one of this data. Okay, so let's maybe load the very first file that we downloaded for walmart.csv. So to do that, all you have to do is just go here and say df, and we just want to use pandas to read this file, pandas read csv. And the file that we want to read in this case is, I think we have to do it like this, walmart .csv. Okay, so that is the name of the file, and this one is actually contained within our folder, downloads folder, so it's able to recognize it. And then from here we can just go ahead and visualize this, the first 5 rows for this. So you can see we actually have, you know, all of these records here. You can, you know, quickly just see, you know, how this data looks like inside your Jupyter notebook. Alright guys, and from here now you can go ahead and explore this, use this data for your machine learning projects and whichever other use case that you have. Alright guys, so those are the top websites where you can download real world datasets. Okay, I hope this video was helpful, and if it was, please give thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel if you have not. I will see you then in the next video. Bye bye.